What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Baddies Caribbean, episode 3. So if you haven't seen the third episode of Baddies Caribbean on Zeus Network, turn this video off, go watch it, come back and watch this video, comment below what you thought of the episode, what you would grade the episode. If I forget anything or if I'm off on anything, let me know in the comments, because I be high and I be forgetting. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, help me get to over 200 subscribers, which isn't even a lot. It's free, it's anonymous. Why haven't you hit the like button and the subscribe button yet? Help a black girl out. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words. You'll hear so like I might stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. I'm gonna be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. Sometimes I talk a little fast, but that's mostly when I'm doing disclaimers at the beginning of the video. But anything I say, it's my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Like I said, leave your grades for this week's episode in the comments. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. Because like I said, I be high and I be forgetting shit. Sometimes I change my mind at the end of the review. This week's episode was good. And it's not even because it was full of fights. It was good because it was entertaining. We had some funny moments. I don't know what funny moments we had. But according to some people, it was funny moments in this episode. I didn't see, but we had some stuff in there that I feel like it wasn't just because of the fighting that I would give this episode a B-. It was a good episode. Somewhat a B+, low-key a B+, but I'm going to say B- just for now. Because they still need to let them squabble a little longer. But I'm going to say B- for now. Last chance, if you have not seen the third episode of Baddies East, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. My mouth is so dry, I need to get some water, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Whew. I feel regenerated. All right. Whew. Oh, man, I needed that. Whew. Excuse me. All right, so let's get into it. So the episode, of course, begins where it ended in last week's episode with the fight between Bianca and Sapphire. So they finally let them squabble up again. I gotta speak my truth because these are my reviews and these are how I feel. If you feel a different way, of course you have the right to leave in the comments your opinions and your thoughts. I'm not biased. I will appreciate any thoughts and comments in the comments or whatever the case may be. But I gotta be completely honest. I'm so accustomed to watching Now That's TV where they get to fight for 15, 30, 45 seconds that I can't really tell who be winning these Zeus fights because they get broken up too quick. But I'm going to try my best. When it comes to this fight between Bianca and Sapphire at the beginning of this episode, I am going to honestly say I don't think nobody took it. Maybe I got to watch it again. Because they made it look like Sapphire was beating her shit in. But some of those punches wasn't even making it. So I don't know. I just feel like I needed to see a little more. Security's in the way at that. It's just like, I don't know. I don't want to say Sapphire took it. That's not even because I like Bianca. It's just like, that fight was just like, I don't know how I felt about that. I got to keep it real because I'm not going to sit up here and say Sapphire won that fight. Because to me, I don't feel like nobody won that fight. I don't know. It's just me. It was just from what I saw. Maybe I got to watch it again. But from what I'm feeling like, when I saw that, all of Sapphire's hits did not land on Bianca. But I will say, Bianca does grab a lot of hair. Because we see Sapphire, like, all she do is pull her hair. We do see Bianca, we do see grabbing a lot of hair. And that spitting shit, I already done said, I don't like the spitting shit. So, then Bianca, she puts Sapphire's wig in the toilet. And Saseki goes to tell Sapphire, oh, she put your wig in the toilet. And Sapphire's like, oh, I don't care about the wig, but now we got to fight because it's the principal. Da, da, da. It was a lot of just yelling dialogue shit that I didn't write. So this review is not going to be that long. So, Jayla starts asking Sapphire some shit about Mariah Land. Sapphire's like, oh, let me let Mariah Land speak for herself. Sapphire's I'm kind of liking her this season, but it's only the third episode. We got to wait and see. Her and Scotty, I'm kind of liking. But Scotty, I don't know. I'm still iffy on her ass. Because I feel like she do shit. It's hard to explain. I'm going to wait till I get to that part. And then I explain how I feel about Scotty. But for right now, Sapphire's like, let Mariah Lynn explain for herself. So Mariah Lynn, she comes in and she telling all the girls that she had already told Bianca that her and Sapphire was cool, and Bianca didn't tell her nothing about coming in there and running up on Sapphire, unless she would have stopped it. She would have told her, no, we good now and all that. Right after she tells, damn, I'm fucking up the screen. Right after Mariah Lynn tells the group, oh, if I'd have knew Bianca was coming in here on that, I would have told her stop. I would have told her no. Jayla, I'm like, are you listening? But then she tries to make her point sound like it's not hitting. You're not eating the way you think you're eating with these statements. She like, but did you actually talk to her and tell her stop? And Mariah's like, I just said that. She's like, no, but you're not understanding me. Did she making you look bad, or now you got to come at your friend? It's just like, what? You just want a moment. You notice how Biggie wasn't here this episode, so she had to find a moment with anybody. I'm gonna get to that. Anyway, she had to find a moment to be brought up in this episode, but I'm just like, why are you coming to Mariah Lynn right now? Do you have beef with Bianca that we don't know? Because it looked like you already choosing sides. I get it, you knew Sapphire longer, whatever the case may be, but you should just stay out of it. It has nothing to do with you. In my opinion, Jayla. So she talking about you and a buying Nate. Like, you thought you ate with that. Nobody laughed. You had to repeat yourself. Nobody laughed. Natalie laughed off of geekiness because that's your friend. Like, it wasn't funny. You didn't eat with that. Like, I'm just like, why are you even saying anything? This ain't even got nothing to do with you. We 3 episodes in, I can already tell that Jayla's going to be annoying as fuck. But as I've repeatedly stated, I never liked Jayla on her season. I didn't like her on her season of Bad Girls Club. I don't like her here. Didn't like her on Baddies South. I don't like her here. It's just like, it's nothing that can help me, nothing that can redeem myself for Jayla. Like, yeah, you standing up for people that's saying the N-word. We're going to get into it. But at the same time, you still a bully, and you still like to, like, do dumb shit. Like, it's like attention seeking. And you might think it's not, but it feels like it is. So, what's her name? Slim Too Bad, It's Dia, and Tinkerbella, they all enter the house. They turning up. Everybody's excited to see them, greeting them or whatnot. Then DCB, Diamond the Baddie, disturbing these bitches. DCB and Gretchen, they come in. Meatball immediately goes for Gretchen. Gretchen says it was a sneak. I mean, she saw Meatball, but she didn't know it was coming. So, like, it's like 50% sneak, 50% not. Because, like, she walked right into Meatball. When Gretchen came in, she turned, walked right into Meatball. She didn't know what type. She probably didn't know what type of time Meatball was on, but. So that's why she would say it was a sneak. I mean, she was definitely caught off guard. So, I mean, it is what it is. Be prepared when you come in the damn house. If you know you got beefs with people, be prepared. I ain't taking no sides, but it could have been just as easy enough for Meatball to just be like, "What's up, bitch?" or say something, so Gretchen could be on her guard. She came in, Meatball didn't say nothing. Meatball just swung. You could have just at least been like, "What's all that shit you was talking, bitch? What's up?" At least gave her some type of heads up, a quick 2-second head up or something. You said all that shit on the line, bitch. What's up? Something like that. But she came in and hit Gretchen, moving her shit like. You could see that shit. That shit was like, I was like, damn. Gretchen so little compared to fucking Meatball. So then Tinkerbella and Diamond, they start squabbling up. Diamond, I love you, girl, but you gotta stop trying to slam bitches. If the slam don't work, you gotta start swinging them jumps. The first time they fought, Diamond had her in the hairlock the whole time trying to slam her. But Gretchen, you gotta understand, she about the same size as you, Diamond, so you ain't gonna be able to get her down as easy. And Tinkerbella looked like she got a strong upper body. Like when she was in her confessional and she flexed her shit, I was like, oh, that's why you couldn't get her ass down. Cause that's what Diamond known for. She known for like getting motherfuckers, slamming motherfuckers, and then start going ham on them. You couldn't do that with her. And when you realized you couldn't do that, that's when you should have just said, fuck it. Well, and just start swinging. So that first fight, I don't feel like nobody won because Diamond was too busy trying to get her on the ground. And it didn't work. So then Gretchen and Meatball squabble again. And Gretchen holding her own for 90 pounds, little ass 90-pound girl compared to Meatball. She holding her own, but she's still getting whooped by Meatballs, unfortunately. But she holding her own. She throwing a couple of them. They ain't all hitting Meatball in the face or head or nothing, but they hitting her sometimes a little bit here and there, whatnot. But like I said, they don't let them fight long enough. But I understand the Meatball and Gretchen. She would kill that girl. But then they go back to fucking Diamond the Body and Tinkerbella fighting. And these motherfuckers fall out the door, out the front door. And Diamond falls on her back. I don't know if it was stairs right there or what the fuck. But I was like, bruh, I hope she didn't just break her back or bust her head. But then she got right the fuck back up. Was ready to go again in the grass. I said, hey, Diamond's strong as shit. She must have fell on her big ass. That's what she must have. Her ass must have protected her. Because ain't no way you fall back first out of a door. She fell on her back, bro. I was surprised her back didn't break or her head. She probably felt that shit the next day. But she said she didn't drink before because she knew she was coming in on Demons like to fight Tinkerbella. She told Scotty that afterwards. She was like, I didn't drink when I came in here. So I don't know if she felt that shit or not. But you know when you fighting or drilling and rushing, you don't be feeling the injuries and shit until after the fact or the next day. So they go, I don't know why I keep about to say downtown locker room. DTB and Tinkerbella, they go another round in the grass. And DTB tries to drop Tinkerbella again. That second fight though, right before they fell out the door, they was both giving it to each other, but Tinker had her head down, so Diamond was kind of like hitting her in her shit. That third fight that they did in the grass, DTB tried to drop Tinkerbella again. Tinkerbella must already be hip to DTB because she's like, oh, not happening, bitch. Like, you ain't getting me down. And then before you knew it, Tinkerbella drops DTB. Got her ass in the headlock. That round, I feel like, is a tap because they both was hitting each other in the face before Tinkerbella dropped the downtown. Before Tinkerbella dropped, I keep saying DT and think of downtown locker room, but that round for me in the grass was a tie because they was both like, all you could hear was like head hitting with their fists. They was both hitting each other's faces before Tinkerbella dropped down DTB. But then after that round, Tinkerbella was done. She was heading on inside and Diamond the Body's like, what's going on, Stink? Like, let's go. What you doing? I'm trying to go another round. Because you know now that's TV. They go like 6-7 rounds on the bitch. Like, they could go rounds for round, and they rounds be like I said, like 30-40 seconds. So Diamond is definitely not tired. She could go round for round. But Tinkerbella's like, nah, I'm heading on inside. I'm like, why? Why don't you want to fight again? Shit, keep squabbling. That's what they brung you here for, to see that squabble between her and Diamond. It's going to happen again because some people didn't see it, like Natalie and Scotty or whatever. So back inside, Meatball and Gretch, they going another round. Of course, Meatball took that. But like I said, Gretch is not backing down. She going back at it too. She going back at her too. This is when all hell breaks loose. And you know me. I done said so much about colorism, racism when it comes to this show in particular. Lately in my reviews, I have been speaking a lot on it. So you know I got a lot to say about this fucking specific situation that happened. So Gretch says the word nigga. All hell breaks loose. Jayla, of course, we know Jayla on the original Bad Girls Club. She checked the girl. I forgot the white girl name for saying nigga. I remember that though. And I was like, that was the one thing I fucked with her about back in the day watching Bad Girls Club. But other than that, I ain't really fuck with her. But I was like, okay, so Jayla, you can't get mad at her for how something that she feel. So her and Slim Too Bad, they start coming at Gretch. But mind you, before Gretch even said the N-word, Slim Too Bad was already over there too close. Like, she already wanted an issue with Gretch before she even said the nigga word. As soon as Gretch said the nigga word, it was like it gave Slim Too Bad all the reason to, you know, pipe up. So I'm going to say this about Gretchen saying the N-word, and I'm going to leave it at this. She should not be saying it because she's not black. She's not of African descent. But if you're going Jayla, if you're going to pipe up on Gretch, you need to also, because Jayla said this shit on this episode. She said, what she say? I'm trying to make sure because I wrote it down word for word. Because she said in this episode, she said, I don't care if you got a sliver of melanin in you. If your parents ain't black, you ain't black. So that goes for your sister Scotty, your sister Biggie, your sister Anna Mac. Y'all be shaking y'all ass to Cardi B. Y'all be shaking y'all ass and fucking with Jocelyn Hernandez. None of them motherfuckers got black parents. None of them motherfuckers are of African descent. They're of Dominican and Puerto Rican descent and Indian, if anything, and Indian. But they're not what? Of African descent. They're not black. I don't care how dark of a hue you have of melanin or whatever the case may be. If your parents ain't black, you ain't black. Mariah Lynn, they let her say it all willy-nilly. She's Puerto Rican. If you're going to check one girl, check the rest. And of course, Gretchen should not be saying the shit. You're not black. I don't care if you're Puerto Rican, you're not black. You shouldn't be saying it. But if y'all going to come at her for saying it, come at the rest of your cast members too. Because I've been saying this shit every episode before Gretchen even got on the show. I said, what is Scotty's ethnicity? What is Biggie's? What is Anna Mac's? I be forgetting about Mariah Lynn. What are the four there? Smiley. We even forgot to talk about Smiley. So if we're going to come at Gretch for this shit, then we got to come at them too. But I also understand where my black sisters are coming from, because it's just like, I don't care if you feel comfortable saying it around your people. I don't feel comfortable with you saying it. So that's when, yeah. But it's like, none of them came at her. People saying that they was trying to come at her respectful. They were not. Like, everybody was already hyped up. Even before she said she ain't give a fuck, they were still on go with her about saying it. Before she could even explain herself, before they could try to educate her, it was just already a shit show. So it's like, it doesn't even matter. Even when she tried to apologize, Jayla still tried to get at her. And it's just like, at the same time, I'm not picking no sides, but she shouldn't be saying it. But it's like, if it's already in her vocabulary and she keeps slipping up and saying it, it's going to be something that's going to keep being said. If she's already accustomed to saying it in her everyday life, it's going to happen. But also, she shouldn't be saying it. And you shouldn't be saying it around people that feel uncomfortable with you saying it. You got to learn how to, what's that word? Restrict yourself. So I feel with both sides. I mean, of course I feel for the black side more, but at the same time, you got to be fair. You got to, like, if you're going to do that, have a sit down with all of them. And be like, look, hey, yo, this is making me uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable when you say that you black. And this is why I appreciated Scotty. I don't know if she was trying to be messy, because she did the same thing when it came to Biggie. It's like, I don't know if you really trying to console these people when you go check on them, or if you just trying to, like, get them more amped up or more irritated. Or you just trying to speak for the group who's overly angry. So I'm just like, I don't know if Scotty's really trying to be a good person when she goes to check on these people. Like, she went to Gretch and she was like, and then it's like, bitch, I'm Dominican, so I can say nigga. And I felt like in this scene, Scotty was saying nigga more than I ever heard her say nigga. It was like she wanted to say it to make sure she was justified in saying it and nobody would check her. I don't know what the fuck it was about. It was just weird because Scotty just kept saying nigga. I ain't never heard her say nigga that much until this scene happened. So it was just weird. You are from Dominican Republic. You are of Dominican descent. No African descent. And then I just feel like at this point, it wasn't even about, I mean, at one point, I feel like it wasn't even about the nigga comment no more. I just feel like, Jayla just wanted to be, I feel like she liked to beat people, fight people that she knows she could beat up. Because at this point, I don't even think it was about the nigga comment no more. I just feel like you just wanted to get a moment. Because Biggie wasn't on the episode, so you had to find a storyline somewhere. Biggie wasn't going to give you no nothing. Like she said, you probably the reason why you on the show. And now she ain't on the episode, and you got to find somewhere else to get active. Hey, Jayla faces that she make when she fighting or like just doing shit, she be like, like a little kid. Like she really trying to fuck some shit up. I hope somebody has humbled her this season, though. She get on my fucking nerves. She was in her rights, of course. The whole jumping shit, I ain't feel like that was right. The whole tag along with Slim Too Bad and the Caribbean girl, y'all already made me not like y'all because like y'all ain't even had y'all own issue with Gretch. I get it. She said the nigga word. Jayla was already handling that. Jayla already done beat her a couple times. Y'all jumping in, trying to jump her and all that other shit. Y'all just look like pick-me's to me. Jayla was already handling that. I don't feel like it was a need for y'all two to jump in too. Y'all just wanted to get an issue off, get some cameras. I don't know what the fuck it was. But now I'm already not feeling Slim Too Bad and it's Dia. And I was happy to see it's Dia because I was like, okay, they actually picked a Caribbean girl. But you just looking like a tag along now. And another reason why I feel like they were in their right to get angry with Gretchen, like, do whatever. Because this bitch said that she says it when she's upset. So that means when you say it when you're upset, you definitely mean to offend. So that's why another reason why I was like, oh. If I was her, I wouldn't even apologize. Because if you're going to say it again, why even apologize? That's why I get when she was like, I don't give a fuck. Because it's just like, she don't give a fuck. We obviously see she don't give a fuck. She going to keep saying it. Y'all just going to have to keep running the fade with her when she said it. Then we get this corny ass saying, Tinkerbella, she is like taunting down DTB. DTB being held back by security. And Tinker's just putting on the show for all the girls that's in there. And she's doing like some antics and shit with DTB's wig and just doing a whole bunch of extra shit. Some people thought the shit was funny. I thought it was cringy to watch. The bitch's face looked dead. I was like, what the fuck? Face looking like casket ready. Like, you know how after they embalmed the body and they put the makeup, that's what the fuck it looked like. Like she ain't got no blood in her face or some shit. Her shit was white as hell. I don't know what the fuck. The DCB was like, your face is 3 different tones. Or your body's 3 different tones. I was just like, what the fuck? She was just doing all these antics and shit. And DCB was like, let's fight. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Let's fight. You doing all this dumb shit. Let's fight. And you notice how Natalie and Natalie's saying sneaky shit. Oh, DTB's here. Oh, I didn't even know she was here. Scotty, like, oh, Tinker, oh, she mad because you beat her up? Like, sneaky shit like that. I be noticing shit like that. People try to cover it up as oh, I'm just asking a question. No. You trying to be shady. Then you try to go over there and give DTB shots. Like, come on, Scotty. This is why I look at you funny. I don't know. I do appreciate her. She was the only one that was like, man, let me go to Google and look up where Puerto Ricans are from. It ain't gonna say Africa. I'll tell you that. And while you at it, look up Dominicans, because your ass ain't black, Scotty. Your ass probably be tanning, and if you wasn't, you probably be the same damn complexion as Gretch. So Natalie, she's like, what's she saying? Then at one point, I'm seeing that Meatball and Tinkerbella are friends. So at one point, Meatball's telling DTB, oh, why don't you just run up on her? Why don't you run up on her? So DTB fakes try to run up, and she's like, I can't, like, security's here. And Meatball's like, you can get around them. But who wants to waste all that energy to get around security and then fight and be out of breath? When she could just wait for Tinkerbella to be ready, and then security would just move and let them run it again. But since Tinkerbella don't want to run it again, Natalie's like, oh, no more fighting, no more fighting. Fake ass. Where the fuck was this no more fighting like 30 minutes ago when there was hella fights going on? You was in the background like, oh no, send Gretch home. She bit someone. You ain't sent Rolly ass home you ain't sent Biggie home last season for biting Rolly or whatever the fuck. No, you ain't sent Rolly home last season for biting Biggie. People think Aubrey's little confessionals are funny. They just simple white girl banter for me. If you ask me, ain't shit funny about what she be saying. I wonder if it's gonna be funny at the reunion when they call her out for the shady shit she be saying in her confessionals. I don't think nobody gonna try to fight her though. If they do, they gonna look wild and weak because she not a fighter. Oh, then you get the final scene. The girl, they all get naked, get in the pool and shit. They do this playing with God, fake baptizing the goddamn girls. Why you gotta play with God? Baptizing the newbies into the house, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And that's how the episode ends. Again, I would say B minus because I mean I was entertained throughout the whole thing. Even though it was just a whole bunch of yelling back and forth or whatnot. Predictions. I mean, we see next episode is gonna be a whole bunch of fights. I couldn't even keep track of how many. We see a whole bunch of replacements coming in. I don't even know who they are. If I already talked about them in the premiere episode, I don't know. We see my girl Tommy pull up on a horse. So I'm just ready to see that. I want to see this rematch between Tommy and Natalie. Let them go for like 30 seconds, but you know they ain't gonna do it because they be trying to protect Natalie ass. I just want somebody to sock Natalie ass and Jayla ass one good time. And Rolly ass. Shit. Sock all their ass one good time. Teach their ass. But those are my little thoughts, what have yous for episodes to come or this episode in general. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode, what you would grade it. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I don't only review Baddies. I review other shows as well. Right now, I'm just reviewing Baddies and The Shy. So if you watch The Shy, check out my review on that. I got some covers and freestyles on my channel. Sisters come back on Wednesday, so I will be reviewing that on Thursdays. It's coming up this Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. So as soon as I post that Sisters review, you will see it. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, do all that good stuff to help build my channel. I will see y'all in the next review. Thanks again for watching. Peace.